And I'd look up, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm just like running through lines.
No. Oh, I know.
Also, how are they getting milk from an almond? I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it's called the Wisconsin effect.
Yeah, this is just drinking.
All right. This is the moment that Josh gets traumatized live.
All right. We could talk about Roblox. How goated I am with a sniper. You know
With
what I'm saying?
Roblox?
Yeah, give me an entrenched. No, actually, I'm really good at digging holes. You know what I'm saying? And then you get into the tunnels, and then
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the Jordan Whitrock Show. I'm your host, Jordan Whitrock, and yes, you might hear a familiar voice. It's because we are bringing back Josh. Welcome back, Josh. How's it going?
It's going good.
Dude, long time no see.
Yeah, long time no
Honestly,
see.
when was last? Honestly, I think we were in this room last time, and we were watching Alien, playing Alien board game.
That's a
and
tough board game.
Yeah, we lost on the last turn.
Yeah.
He got us.
It was bad.
Yeah, no, it was not.
I didn't even pay attention to the movie at all.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought you were actually paying attention to the movie and not really the game, which I can't blame you.
No, it's weird. Like I feel like I can't remember anything from that movie at all. Like I can remember how our game went, but like not really the movie.
Okay.
I think she woke up and then
that was in the beginning.
she woke up, people were doubting her or something. We only got halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
And then they go to the planet
Yep.
where they like lose contact with like the civilization
Something
there.
happened. I don't know if their ship goes down, they try to escape, something happens, or like the winds or something like that. But yeah, no. Wait. Okay. We also have a new guy running tech for us today. We have Alex. Alex, say hi to the world.
Hey guys.
Okay, wait, Alex, have you seen Aliens? Because it's not Alien 2, it's Aliens apostrophe, or not apostrophe. But
Is that the newest
no,
installment?
it's the second one. So this one would have, if the first one came out in like 79, don't quote me. Wait, when did the Aliens? Give us the dates of some Alien movies, because I went down a rabbit hole watching them all. And you know what's sad too, is that literally, I had people tell me like, yeah, you don't need to watch like 3, 4, 5. They're not that good, or it was 3 and 4, and I was like, no, I'm gonna watch them. That was a mistake. They were really bad. I'm not gonna lie. I wasted a lot. Alex's face as he's looking it up. Okay, what are the dates?
There's so many.
Yeah,
of
there's
them.
so many. Okay, Alien is the first one, and then it's
Yeah.
Alien. So start there. What's that one? When's that date? Wait. Before you do it, let's guess. What year do you think it came out? The
You
first one. That we watched the second one.
I'm
I'm guessing
like
79. I'm guessing 79.
I think it's 84.
See, I think the second one's like 82 or 84. Okay. What's the first one?
The first one is 1979.
Oh, it is 79.
Let's go. Okay. Wait. And then now we did the one that we watched. So we got
Okay.
79. What's your guess? I'll let you guess first. I threw out some numbers.
Maybe it is. Maybe the second one was 84. But no.
Okay, are you
I'm
take
sticking
84?
with that. I'm sticking
with 84?
I'm sticking with 84.
Okay. I'm going to go. Okay, I can't go 84. Oh, wait, but this one could have been like one of those sequels where it was like 5 years or like 6 years after it was released, because it was like such a big hit. They didn't know where to go with it. Like, you know, like it could have been like, hey, we're going to make this good movie.
Yeah.
We're not going to make another sequel.
Like
It's really
Incredibles?
yeah, something like that. But it's like so popular that they're like, hey, this is like literally a cash cow just sitting there. Let's go back to this idea, see how we can, so like, I'm going to go with, scratch everything I said. We're going 83. We're going to try to get it on the tightness. All right, hit us, Alex.
We got 1986.
86.
Oh, I was right.
you
Was
were
right. It
right.
was like that 7-year awkward gap where they're like, we just got a banger. Because I think Aliens is like known as like one of the better sequels to ever be filmed, which is kind of unique. And
Yeah. It's hard making good sequels for movies, I feel. Because like when you had like talking about Incredibles, like at the end of Incredibles, it's like, oh, there's going to be another movie, and then there's no second movie until like 20 years after. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that the timeline?
Dude, imagine being that kid, being like whoever was the voice actor for Dash, and then it's like your balls dropped, so you can't actually like do it anymore. So it's like that's not your character anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so Bob, Mr. Incredible. I don't know who the voice actor for that is, but whoever's the voice actor is like that's the same guy, I think, as the first movie, because his voice is probably a little bit older, but like like the same. Whereas like Yeah, that's gotta suck. To be like, that's my role, and then like 15 years later pass, they're like, we're gonna run it back, and it's like, oh darn.
Well, actually, with voice acting, anytime they want like a kid, boy or something to be voice acted, or like a kid going through like puberty or something, they choose a female to voice that.
Like Peter Pan.
Like who's Bart Simpson? Bart Simpson is voiced by a girl, is voiced by a woman. They had
What?
Yeah. That's voiced by a woman.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like anytime they want to have like a young kid, like a boy, and they know like it's because it's hard for them to stay.
Yo, who is this
consistent.
girl who is voicing Bart Simpson, Alex?
I'll find that out for you.
But like
I need to know this. This is blowing my mind.
No,
I didn't know that they did that. Like I know for like Broadway and like I know Peter Pan, or I don't know what musical, but there's a musical like Peter Pan 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's always a female because I think the original role was a male, but like no one sings that high.
Yeah.
Or it can, or where it's like now it's just cast as a female every single time. So it's kind of weird. Yeah.
No, they do that a lot. Actually, with in Japan, it's very popular to have like Goku for like anime or something.
Okay.
That's a female. Like
That's just
it's like a
crazy.
really old lady too. It's like I'm not kidding. It's like an old, like a grandma and you're like, oh, look at this like nice lady, and you're like, oh, she voices Goku. Oh, she's yelling
That's
a lot.
fire.
It's crazy. Yeah,
That's
it's crazy.
fire. Okay, wait. Do we have a name?
Yeah, we got a name. We got Nancy Cartwright.
That's crazy. So she's been voice acting the entire time.
And we have another woman. on
Okay,
here.
so like it's been a little like between, but
Yeah.
okay, but they're all females. That's crazy,
Yeah.
huh?
Because like you were saying, a boy can't. I
Yeah.
wonder if Dash was voice acted by. I'm guessing it was.
Because
Because-
you think it's female, I don't think so because I think they was gonna do a standalone movie, so you wouldn't need the voice
Maybe.
to be the same.
Yeah, but
Also, think of all the AI now. Like, bro, we got like Luke Skywalker coming
oh,
back,
true.
and like I think there's enough stuff now that you could just run the voice. Like, think of all those videos where it's like Obama, like Trump and Biden all playing like Smite or League of Legends together, and they're just roasting each other. Like that stuff's kind of funny and crazy at the same time.
That is crazy.
So Dash was voiced by kids.
Kids or
Kids, like a guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
like,
male-
yeah,
okay.
a young boy. Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
What
I
was?
find that
Did you ever
crazy.
go as a superhero for Halloween? Either of you?
I don't think I did. Maybe
No.
I did.
Dude, I went as Dash like 3 years. Cause also my family, we didn't like get new costumes. It was like, hey, we're gonna get you a costume that you can go multiple years in. We're not gonna, So I was just like really into Dash, and so then I ended up being Dash, and it was a little tight the last year, but you know what? Jeans.
Wait, the past 3 years?
We were a little, yeah. Yeah, it's been a little tight recently, and no, and then I was Hulk, which
Oh,
also like
okay.
eventually I grew out of, but
I
those
think-
were my superhero costumes.
I remember being Assassin's Creed.
Really?
Yeah, the Assassin's Creed guy for 2 years.
Okay.
And then because my family with the Extreme Makeover Home Edition, we had like superhero
yeah.
costumes, so
Okay.
I wore that for like a year or something.
Okay.
I can't
Gotcha.
remember any other costume. No, I didn't dress up as much.
Yeah, dude. You know what the most depressing? Wait, before we go, I need to know,
Okay.
Alex. Did you have any superhero costumes?
No.
Okay. All
No.
right, fair enough. Dude. So, like Pooh Bear. Everyone loves Pooh Bear, but when you're in 4K and you're trying to be cool, and it's Halloween day, and so you have to bring a costume to school, and your parents are like, "Hey, we don't have any that fit you right now, but we do have an Eeyore costume or a Tigger costume," and that year the hype is Pirates of the Caribbean, Power Ranger, and some other manly thing at the time, and I'm like, I'm going as Tigger. What?
That's so base though.
Like looking back now, like I'm like, I would do it now without even a blink.
Yeah.
Like it'd be fun. But like when you're like trying to be like cool and 4K and you're going as Tigger and there's like 6 other Power Rangers and you're like, bro, I could have been the 7th. Like that was traumatizing.
As a kid?
Yeah, as a kid, I would say that was traumatizing. But you know what? We're stronger for it.
You're stronger for it, yeah.
And speaking of traumatizing, I do have something I want to do with you, Josh. So. Oh shit.
This is the moment that Josh gets traumatized live.
All right, okay. So, what I have is so okay, no, we're gonna start over.
Oh no.
All right, okay. So, like a week ago, we were playing a video game, right? If you remember.
Yeah.
And I said something, and you thought, no, I think we were just snapping each other, and sent a video, and you gave me a British accent.
Oh no.
And I was like, I don't. This doesn't really sound like a British accent, but that's coming from me, and I don't really have a British accent. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've heard it before because I'm an actor. I've heard people do good British accents, but so then I was thinking, I was like, hey, what's one way that we can get better by practicing?
Oh, we're gonna practice.
So what I have is a script from something. I'm not gonna say, and maybe you'll be smart enough to figure it out. It's well known. I think anyone who's watching
Is
this,
it Shakespeare?
I don't know. You'll figure it out when we start reading it. But it's a 2-character scene. What I would like you to do is, your character is going to be Jack, and I want you to use your British accent in this scene. And
I should have practiced.
I am also going to use my British accent for the character of Lloyd. So we're gonna go back and forth, and so I will give you the script.
No way. Oh my gosh.
So the orange is you. I have my own script.
No. I got.
Wait, I'll let you.
Hang on, I gotta. Why do I have to read so much?
I dumped a ton of water, so I'm gonna let you warm up quick. So do some practicing, get some practice.
Bottle water. Mate, there's no mate. There's no mate in here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna be so bad. I found out though, I could do, my Australian might be better than my British, but I'll do my British.
Dude, I knew that at some point I was gonna dump that water because that stand is so loose. It literally is like a leaning tower.
Okay.
Oh
my gosh.
I'm hoping you're gonna be ready because we're gonna have to lock in, and this is a real scene. 2 British actors. Okay, we're British actors now.
Yeah.
British.
Yeah.
A little British in us. Golly gee, no, that was British, but we're gonna figure it out. So we're gonna do. I'll give you your like. Wait, no. Oh, I didn't print off a version for Alex. I could have Alex reading the
narrations.
That's fine. We'll just not do the narrations. I'll read the first narration because I think that sets up the scene for the most part, and then we'll just go back and forth between lines. So you just have to keep an eye out for when I say my line, and then you have your line.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Hang on.
Alex, like my ears. All right. MS Jack. With his hands up to his face, he lowers his hand and looks. He lowers hand to bar and smiles.
Hi, Lloyd. A little slow today, ain't it?
Yes, it is, Mr. Torrance. What'll it be?
Now, awfully glad you asked me that. Lloyd, between I just had to have 2 20s and 2 10s right here in my wallet. I was afraid they were gonna be there until next April. So here's what. You slip me a bottle of bourbon, a glass and some ice, and you can do that. Can't you, Lloyd? You're not too busy, are you?
No, sir. I'm not busy at all.
Good man. You set him up, and I'll knock him down back, Lloyd, one by one. White man's burden, Lloyd, my man. White man's burden. This is so bad. Hang on.
No, you gotta keep going. Keep going.
Sorry,
keep going.
sorry.
Keep going. We're in the scene.
Say, Lloyd, it seems I'm temporarily light. How's my credit in this joint anyway?
Your credit's fine, Mr. Torrance.
That's swell. I like you, Lloyd. I always liked you. You were always the best of him. Best goddamn bartender from Timbuktu to Portland, Maine. Portland, Oregon, for that matter.
Thank you for saying so, sir.
Here's to 5 miserable months on the wagon and all the irreparable harm that it caused me.
How are things going, Mr. Toss?
Things could be better, Lloyd. Things could be a whole lot better.
I hope it's nothing serious.
Oh, nothing serious. Just a little problem with the old sperm bank upstairs. Nothing that I can't handle, though, Lloyd. Thanks.
Woman, can't live with them and can't live without them.
Words of wisdom, Lloyd. Words of wisdom.
And scene. Round of applause, everyone, for Josh. That was beautiful. All right, so did that sound familiar at all to you? That scene at all?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Where's it from?
It's from this little film, called The Shining, which, if you know anything about The Shining, they weren't British. So
I knew it. I'm like, this is not by British people.
nope. Yeah. So
They would not go, hi, Lloyd.
okay. Wait. Okay. So I thought you did good. However,
give me some tips.
we're definitely gonna need to work more on this. So every time you come back, I'll bring another script that we can work on your British accent for.
You know what's funny is I think. Hang on. Give me the script back. I think this would be so much better as an Australian accent.
Okay,
no,
wait.
awfully glad you asked me that, Lloyd, because I just happen to have 2 20s and 2 10s right here in my wallet. I think my Australian.
Okay, let's go Australian. Let's go page
Okay.
73.
73.
My
Australian's a lot better.
Okay, let's go 73. We'll start with your line. Here's to 5 miserable.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's
Action.
5 miserable months on the wagon and all the irreparable harm that it caused.
All right,
me.
hold up. Cut. Bro went Southern instantly.
No,
That was not even
Bro went
close.
No, okay, let's go Southern. Let's go Southern.
I have no accents.
Let's go
Jordan.
Southern. I don't either. We're trying to be better actors.
Southern. Here's to 5 miserable
There you
months
go.
on the wagon and all the irreparable harm that it caused me.
How are things going for you, Mr. Torres?
Things could be better, Lloyd. Things could be a whole lot better.
I hope nothing serious.
Oh, nothing serious. Just a little problem with the old sperm bank upstairs. Nothing that I can't handle, though, Lloyd.
Woman, can't live with them. Can't live without them.
Words of wisdom, Lloyd. Words of wisdom.
I think that was our best accent. I think that was our
yeah.
best accent for sure.
You know, maybe I need to work on my Southern accent.
Yeah, you went a little British there when you said
Yeah,
Southern.
no,
That
oh
was
my
interesting. But
No, I can't. English accents are hard, man.
dude, accents just in general suck. No, they're good. They're fun. Like awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can't. Yeah, that was crazy. That just means I said every other like language sucks, but I didn't mean that. I meant that just they're so hard to learn. I feel like for me, my brain just doesn't. I don't know.
Because you act.
Yeah, a little bit.
Isn't William Shakespeare like? Aren't you supposed to speak in a British
So
accent for
okay,
that?
so it's interesting. So I don't know a ton because I didn't like really study like
Mm-hmm.
when preparing for it. But there's 2 things you do. Either you go with like the true British dialect like back then, so it's not like the British dialect now, or you just don't go any dialects at all and you just speak because he wrote a lot of his writings are in like I forget what is it 7? I think it's 7 syllables, something like that. So it's like I am not a, and so it's like on a line, and so it's like 7. It's like the rule of 7 or something like that, going all the way down. And so when you read it, you phrase it in those 7s. So in a way, you are technically given an accent based on how you read the line for the most part. So usually you don't do, unless it's like a Shakespeare company. Usually you just use your voice. Like when we did the Shakespeare, not 12th Night. No, yeah, 12th Night. When we did 12th Night, I didn't use any accent. I just did my normal voice, but use the phrasing, which then gives you a little bit of like cuts on each side of the ending of all your words and whatnot.
Okay.
So,
Because I went to watch my high school's play. They had play, and it was what was it called? I can't even remember what it's called. It's about this like these fairies and whatnot. It's Shakespeare.
Yo, I'm how am I
Fairies,
blanking?
and then there's like a guy that
There's
turns
a donkey.
into a donkey.
Yeah, there's
yep.
a donkey. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold up. Let me lock in. No, I'm just kidding. Stay tuned. Hit us with some elevator music, Josh. Go. Elevator music. Just sing. Okay, yeah. This is good. This is good. Wait, do it a little quieter. Thank you. I got lock in. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can literally go down the list. We got Oberon, we got Lysander,
Wait,
we
hang
got
on, is
Helena,
that
we got
already?
Hermia, we've got Something in the Woods, 12th Night, and something dream, right? Something Midsummer Night Dream.
Yep.
Boom.
That's what it is.
Let's go.
See, that's why you're the best.
Well, also I was in that show, so it's really embarrassing that I was not able to.
Were you the donkey?
No. I was Lysander, the hot one.
Oh yeah.
Lil has a better wink.
Wait, which one's? Oh yeah. I remember
Yeah.
now. Yeah. No, that's
That was weird, dude. That show was crazy. So, I wasn't actually supposed to be in it. Like, they reached out to me to audition for it. I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm not gonna do it. Like the Community, and then they went through like 3 different Lysanders. Like, they'd get a guy, he'd be like, I can do it, and then he like moved to Texas, and then there was like another guy who got like deathly ill. And so then they were like, hey, like, it's like 2 weeks before show. Are you able to come and perform this character? And I'm like, I didn't want to do the rehearsal process. So I was like, 2 weeks. I can give up 2 weeks to be able to say I did a role. So I did it. But that was the most lines I've ever had to memorize in such a short amount of time. But we did it. Like, I remember I'd be, like, during rehearsal, like, people, they'd be on stage performing their stuff. I'd just be sitting on this bench. And like this is how I was. I was just like this. I had my binder on my lap like this, and I'd just go like this. And then I would like if I lost my line, I would like look at the line, and then I'd go. So many people would walk by me and be like, tap my shoulder and be like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'd look up. I'd be like, "Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm just like running through lines or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, okay. You just looked like you were in a
They thought
down and out."
You were very unique. Is what they thought, Jordan.
I'm special.
Special's one way of putting it. No,
What?
but it was an interesting show. Like
Yeah.
watching it.
What
Like,
thing did so they must have went the true Shakespeare route then, or did they do like a twist to it, or not twist, but just like stylize
they
it
did
differently?
a twist to it, which I kind of enjoyed. They didn't do like Shakespearean clothing. They did more like modern clothing
Okay, yeah,
because they wanted to demonstrate how like Shakespeare could be done at
Yeah,
any
yeah, yeah.
time. You know, so like the 6 mechanicals,
Yep.
they were dressed as like construction workers.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the fairies, you know, it's kind of hard to like
Yeah, the fairies are
clothe
always
the
gonna be the
fairies and
fairies,
whatnot. But Lysander and whatnot, they were dressed like
but suit and tie.
kind of like suit
Yeah.
and tie, but more like with a vest and whatnot, just to kind of show that they were like young, dashing
Yeah,
guys.
I forget what we did. Man, I literally told someone recently what that show was, and I'm blanking on what our theme was, but it had a lot of gears and stuff. It's like a time period. There's a
like
time.
steampunk.
There
or
we go.
something?
Steampunk is what we did. We did a steampunk, but in class they used that show, and what we had to do is recreate that show, but in a different era. So me and a buddy of mine, we did ours during Vietnam, and so we had like Lysander and that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
We had one of the sons be like a senator's son who wasn't gonna go to war,
Mm-hmm.
and like another one who was like a little poor had to go to war, and then like that how that relationship based off it. Then we had like the fairies were like Woodstock, like people just getting high as heck at Woodstock or whatever, and they were gonna be the ones like messing with each other. And then I think we must have just had like a traveling circus was like the other, which was the performers, or like that's the third part of the story. And so then like we tied it all in. It was actually pretty
Did
cool.
you still do the Cupid like flower? Because that's a huge part of it.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. I don't know. We only had to set up it, and we had to like draw the costumes
Oh,
and the
okay.
sets and stuff like that. So it was less of like, what's your idea? What does it look like? And then the storyline and how that all like it wasn't that much of the focus.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
It's hard watching Shakespeare, like if you're not used to the language and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because I've watched some Shakespeare.
So okay,
and
here's a
whatnot.
question for you. What
Okay.
and this goes for you, Alex, too. What would you rather watch? So like, you have a Shakespeare. I don't know, Alex. Do you have a favorite Shakespeare? Have you watched any Shakespeare?
No.
Okay. Do you know like? Wait, no, because you were out of school when we did that one. Damn it. Like, we got Romeo and Juliet. You know that story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we'll use Romeo and Juliet as
Sure.
example. So you can go to a professional performance of Romeo and Juliet, or you can go to a professional performance of, like, The Nutcracker. Keep in mind, The Nutcracker is a silent production, so it's only music. So they only tell the story through actions and emotion. Which one are you going to? Start with Alex.
I'm going to do Romeo and Juliet.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay, what about you, Josh?
They're both professional, right?
Yeah, they're both like at the highest of that they would both
okay,
be
gotcha.
equivalent to like whatever.
No, I would watch Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, instead of the Nutcracker.
I mean, the Nutcracker is interesting.
Have you been to the Nutcracker before?
I have not been in the Nutcracker.
Dude, it's crazy. So like,
have you?
Yeah, I have. Like when I was younger.
Did you do ballet?
No, I watched it. I wasn't in it.
Oh, you watched it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were.
Bro,
asking
these
if I
knees
was
aren't
in
twirling.
it.
Let's just say that.
No. Oh, I know.
Yeah, the costume would have a massive like brace underneath it. They'd have to put a pocket or something for me.
Yeah.
No, so the Nutcracker is crazy. So like Shakespeare's heightened language, so sometimes it's harder to like understand it. The Nutcracker is just music, and it tells the story of the Nutcracker.
Right.
But you get so into it that you forget that like they aren't talking.
Yeah.
They're so good at it. Like so like on
Like
a different
mimes,
like,
like
the
mimes.
first time my dad went with my mom, he walked out of the show and he's like, "Wow, that story was so good. Like I liked all the things they were saying. Like it was so cool." And my mom's like looking at him, they didn't say anything. And my dad like had done theater and stuff like through high school or whatnot, so he wasn't like foreign to it. But he's like I just got locked in, which reminds me of like, do you guys know what the musical Avenue Q is? We talked about it at one point. Okay, Avenue Q is this Broadway show that is just like puppets. Like the people use puppets to tell the story, and it's about like going like living on a block of like A to Q or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because
It's Sesame Street before adults.
yeah, but don't look this up if you're like 18 or under. I can't condone it, but if you're 18 and above, go for it. It's pretty fire. But anyway, it's crazy because like you'll be watching it, and like at the beginning you'll notice the person with his hand up the puppet, but then you're like by the end of the show, you're all of a sudden you're just like, what? How? Like you forget that person is there.
There's people?
Yeah, you're just like, wow, no, I was just looking at the red, purple, and blue puppet. I just forgot that there was a guy that was literally singing the entire time during the show. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Show is crazy.
I wish they had that filmed. If
Avenue Q like they did with Hamilton.
yeah. I wish a lot more. I wish they did that with more Broadway musicals, like where they like filmed it, but like.
Well,
like where it was on stage, not like
so the
how
problem
they
with
did
that.
Steven.
So what I would say is the problem with that is, if you have that recording as soon as you release it, the show like Hamilton, right? So when COVID hit, so Hamilton was the biggest thing. COVID hits, they were actually gonna like release their version of it like in the next year, 2021. But because of COVID, they're like, hey, like people have nothing going on. We're gonna release Hamilton.
Yeah.
So I think this is an anomaly. But I watched Hamilton on Disney Plus. I don't feel the need to go to the show.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's
I mean,
other
like,
shows
after
that are,
it's done.
but that's what. But they still do like live runnings of it, like traveling Broadway. And
That's
it's
true.
not. And I think it's still. I'm not sure if Hamilton's still on Broadway. Wait, Alex, is Hamilton on Broadway? That's a good question.
I will check for you.
Yeah, I want to say it is. I was just there this summer, so I should know, but I can't picture it on the block.
You watched Hades Town, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to Hadestown and Book of Mormons.
Yeah.
And then another. Oh, and then like a Drunk Shakespeare, which was pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie.
That sounds. Fun.
You know, maybe that's the Shakespeare us boys should go watch. You know, they gave us a free shot.
Because everything's funny. Everything.
Yeah. Do we have it?
Yeah. So
It's still
according
on.
to Google AI overview,
Okay, W.
Hamilton is still playing on Broadway at the Richard Rodgers Theater.
Okay. Yeah.
But
But it's
so
like,
people are still watching.
but I think that's because Hamilton was so big.
Yeah.
Whereas if like you sang Avenue Q, the appeal is not that great in the sense of like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but-
like if I went up to someone and said, "Hey, do you know the musical Hamilton?" and they'd probably say like, "Yes." Like maybe they didn't watch it, but they've heard of it. And I said,
Yeah.
"Do you know the musical Avenue Q?" They're probably like, "What?"
Yeah, but here's the thing. I disagree. Oh my gosh, we're disagreeing. Because Mean Girls. Okay, Mean Girls was a movie before it became a Broadway musical.
Is the storyline the exact same?
It's near the same.
So do you think honestly?
But,
But,
and
hey,
then they
okay.
made
So
a
a
movie
question for
over
you.
Same thing with the
Wait. Was it
producers.
Broadway first or musical
Nope.
first?
It was a movie first.
See, but I
and
think that's
then-
fine because the
but-
movie is a standalone.
Yeah.
You have the movie. Everyone has watched it already.
Right.
Then you make it the musical, which is a different experience. I don't know. I don't think it goes the other way around.
You don't think? Well, I think it's been done poorly. Is why you don't think it can go.
I don't even know
Because
what's another
like
example.
Dear
of
Evan
it?
Hansen was
Yeah.
a musical, and then they made a movie of it, but that movie did a really bad job.
This is true.
Like it.
And
it
I,
has
after
be
going to
done
that, I
correctly.
didn't see the show, but I watched the movie. I don't think I'd go see it on Broadway unless like someone had a ticket, and I'd be like, cool, like I'd go.
See, they did that with SpongeBob the musical, where
I haven't seen that.
oh you haven't?
No.
It's on Paramount Plus. It's pretty good. It's
What about Shrek? So Shrek did a musical after the
Shrek
movie,
did a musical,
but it's
on
different
Netflix.
enough. I feel like, and people
It's
like
still the
it.
same plot though. It's just
Yeah.
adding like, it's just adding like songs and whatnot. But I think.
But I feel like you can do that because the movie was first. So the musical is just a different experience of what you watched at home.
Right.
Whereas if the musical came out and maybe you're not like a big musical fan,
yeah.
and you don't like, you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna go see it. There's like, and then all of a sudden a movie comes out for it. You're like, I'll just watch the movie instead of going.
But there's
taking
an
the time.
appeal to going live. You know,
I don't
like,
know. Look at the theaters. Look at the theaters. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean, like movie theaters and whatnot, or like Broadway theaters?
So no. I mean both. You could look at both. I think that definitely Broadway's a different like target audience of like who's going, but like movie theaters, the only movies that are really selling big are like in like indie films or something like that's kind of like out there, which
Yeah.
isn't often, like once in a blue moon,
That's
or
true.
the Avengers, Marvel, Star
Yeah.
Wars, and
Well,
people
that's
don't like
kinda
Star
dying
Wars.
now because
Exactly.
it's
So like those
over.
big block. So it's kind of like what's okay. What's the last movie you went to?
Oh my gosh, what's the last movie I went to? Deadpool.
When did that come out? I don't know. It was last year, right?
Deadpool 3 came out last year, I think. Yeah.
I went to Wicked, and
Oh,
now
I didn't watch that.
and I don't know if I feel the need to go to the musical to spend money on it. If I had a ticket to go, I would go and I'd love it, and I think I'd love it no matter what.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would spend the $120 to go get a seat in the nosebleeds to watch it.
I
'Cause the
mean,
movie
to be
is there.
fair, Wicked didn't win Best Musical. Avenue Q. did,
Yeah, there's
so-
some sketchy stuff that went down there, but that's so funny that you.
So I'm just saying, you know, you might
Yeah.
not want to watch Wicked
Yeah.
live because it didn't win Best
That's
Musical.
true. That's why you'd want to watch the movie because maybe they better. No. Okay, Alex, what was the last film that you went to?
Smile 2.
That came out. Was that like October?
Yeah, I think it was this.
Because it's a horror film.
yeah, it's a
right?
horror film.
How was that? I've heard stories of that.
I'm gonna be honest. I fell asleep.
Dang, I heard the opposite. I actually, someone whose name we will not say on this podcast. Bro was literally like confessing his love for that movie and was like, "You gotta see it." Like, I'm not gonna tell. I'm like, dude, I don't like horror films. Also, like, I'm not gonna go see it. Like, let's be real here. I don't even know the
I
last
hate
horror film
horror.
I went to. I don't think I've ever been to a horror film in the theaters. Like, but like, and he was like, "It's literally the best film of all time." He's like, "You can literally like the way that they overlapped it and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's like." So he went and told me the whole story. So now I don't have to go because I mean, I guess that was one positive of him explaining the entire thing to me is that I don't have to go see it now. But yeah, no, like, so that's funny that you say that, Alex. That you're like,
It's like a good movie.
did you
from,
watch
like,
the first one?
Yeah, so like we
Okay.
watched the first one before we went, and like I wasn't like I just started watching horror movies because my friends recently, so like I'm kind of new to that as well. But like we got into it, and just I mean I've fallen asleep. Like I am known for falling asleep in movies, so I guess
Okay.
it's kind of
Wait, so that's the last movie you gone to, and like the last movie you fell asleep in.
yeah.
When was the last film you fell asleep in?
Probably Oppenheimer. Like I slept like a little bit during Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
That would. Well, it's
My-
a long movie.
That one, we went to that one late too, which
Yeah, you watched that late.
yeah, we went through that whole timestamp. Couldn't figure out. Okay, last movie I fell asleep in was Joker. Not the second one, the first one, the one that everyone loved, which is why they made the second one, and then they made it a musical for no reason. But that one I fell asleep. It was a 3-hour film.
The
I
reason
was in
why
there-
Jordan doesn't like musicals being movies because of Joker
True.
too.
Yeah, it all comes back. I refuse. No. I remember sitting there. I fell asleep. I woke up and I'm like, I didn't miss anything. And I think I fell asleep for like 30, 45 minutes. I was like, this, honestly, maybe I missed one conversation, but like you could have picked up what I missed on the.
Did you at least wake up when he went, "We live in a society," and then just
Is that when
like,
he's on
shot
the show?
guy? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ending. Yeah, I woke up for that. I fell asleep during the middle part. Kind of like, okay, it's not like, but the same thing of like Schindler's List. So in sophomore year of high school, we like at the end of the year we watched Schindler's List. And for anyone who hasn't watched Schindler's List, it's about like the Holocaust. And that's world history, so it makes sense to watch that, and you kind of end in that World War II vibe. And so the first class period, we watched up to like the point where like they're starting to go into the camps or whatever. And then the next day I had a soccer game, so I missed it. And then the third day I watched the ending. So I missed the entirety of like the actual Holocaust happening. And like I didn't understand the significance of the little girl in a red coat because she was dead by the time, sorry, spoilers, but the film did come out a while, so like honestly it's on you. But like I was like, everyone was talking about this girl and I'm like, who? I never saw a girl, because the film's in black and white except for the little girl who has a red coat, and that's the significance of that moment in the movie or whatever. But I was like, man, I don't think I'm ever gonna watch it again, at least now, because it's a depressing movie, you know.
You speaking of Joker reminds me of your door where your lock is on top, and then the midget like sees like two of his friends get killed, and then he's like trying to get out, but he can't because the lock's all the way up.
Yeah. Doesn't he like let him out, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was way off topic.
I think that I woke up somewhere around there.
You woke up
like I think it was a little bit before that, but yeah, I don't know. It's just film is fun. I like filming.
Well, you know, there's the effect where you only remember the beginning and the end sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember the psychology term for it, but it's like you remember the beginning of it, you remember the end of it, and you can't really remember what happens in the middle, except sometimes you can remember like some plot devices and whatnot. Yeah. But like, you can definitely remember a beginning of a movie and the end of the movie.
Yeah, I don't know, because like I don't remember being born. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, because you didn't start developing. You don't start cognitive development until like 3.
Let's be real here. It doesn't finish till we're 75. You know.
Development?
Yeah.
What?
Our cognitive development as males definitely doesn't finish till like 75. There's so many guys out there that are just immature, stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not one of them. I probably am, but whereas like because their stat is like, oh, your brain fully develops at 25 or something like that.
Yeah.
And
well, you're done growing at 25.
Yeah, but at least your brain is. And I'm like,
oh, I gotta read a bunch of books.
I'm watching these guys who are like 26, and I'm like, yeah, there's something either didn't get developed, missing, they skipped that course, something happened.
Yeah, it's called the Wisconsin effect.
Yeah, it's just drinking.
It's
just drinking.
Because we live in Wisconsin, it's just we're huge on drinking, and so even though they're 25 is when development ends, you know, like the drinking just causes that to just halt even sooner.
I don't know. I realized I don't drink as much as I used to, which is a good thing, I would say. But I mean, I never really was really into drinking, but because I have some friends who are like, let's go out every night, and I'm like, and there was a moment in time where I'm like, yeah, that's what we do. We're men from Wisconsin, and then I was like, but I don't want to spend money, and it also doesn't taste that good. So,
no,
like,
it doesn't.
I'm really down to like, hey, big events, sign me up. I'll be there. Like, let's have fun. But it's like we're just gonna go out to drink at a bar with like 50-year-olds or 40-year-olds. I'm like, something's wrong here. So I did something wrong to find myself here.
Yeah, that's why I only get, if I go out drinking, I only get like sweet drinks.
Yeah, or only sing.
Or only sing karaoke.
Dude, okay. Have you heard of this? So I was talking to this girl. She happens to be Filipino as well. And she brought up...
Wait, hang on a moment.
No.
You're not giving me her number?
No. I don't think it's going to work. Sorry. Trust me. If it was going to work, I would have let you know way
I'm
ahead.
Just kidding.
But she was saying that it's like a Filipino thing to be like to want to karaoke.
Yeah.
Do you
You know,
agree with that?
karaoke was made in the Philippines.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, the karaoke machine was.
Yo,
developed in
what
the
were we
Philippines.
doing before it was invented?
Probably. Well, you know.
Everyone was like, we can't sing the song without the actual person who created
No,
it.
you have. I really want to sing that song, but I can't.
Before that, it was just the step. You know,
The step
no
and
one could
touch,
sing.
yeah.
It was just like, yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah. No, that's so. That's
Yeah.
So good. No, you have amateur musicians. You know.
Yeah.
Where they would just have the lyrics and then they would play on their lute and then people would sing along to it.
Huh.
And whatnot.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
think
like
that
that.
was olden days.
Yeah. Well, actually, last week.
Last week,
Yeah.
really?
Mm-hmm. No. I was gonna say, what's the? Oh, okay. You know, we might have to have Alex correct me if you don't believe me, but I swear there's something that is like cereal was made in like 200 BC, and then like a. Nah, yeah, I don't know. And then like a bowl. These dates are wrong, and it might not even be a cereal in a bowl.
200
But then like
BC.
the bowl was created in like 249 BC. So then like the question is like, what were people doing with cereal for a year before the bowl was invented? Or
Wait, you
something
said
like
that cereal was invented after the bowl.
No,
'cause you-
before because it's BC. I had to do the mental math.
So
Because technically 250 happened before 249 BC. Because you go down to when Jesus was born.
yes.
And
No.
then when you go AD, that's when
Yeah.
it would be the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Trust
They
me.
ate it with their
I
hands.
almost said it wrong. I know. Wait, Alex, did you look it up?
Like how do I Google this? Like I did,
When was cereal created?
Like, I'm getting-
When was the birth of the cereal?
like I'm getting 1863 for cereal being made.
Bowl was definitely invented before that.
Yeah.
Nah, there's something like that, or like a bag of chips or something like that.
Yeah.
Like the bag was invented after the chips.
Have
So
you
they were
seen-
like,
yeah,
where did they put the chip? Look that up. Maybe that's what it is. The chips and bag.
What am I?
Just look up when was the chip invented, and then when was
it's
the
his
bag.
first day on the job. Go easy on him.
Yeah, bro's
You're
just like
asking him too much.
Dude, I'm
didn't
just
ask
spinning
Josh
right
this
now trying to
much.
think of how to do
he's
this.
sprinting.
No, I saw a TikTok trend where it was just like looking up when things were invented, and it's like running was invented in 1780,
No.
and then or like something,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's
okay.
like stop, you thief, and it's just two people just walking after each other.
I know. I think about
You're
that.
breaking the
what,
law.
Okay. What if wait? Do you have it, Alex, or no?
I mean, kind of. I'm not getting like really good
Nah,
answers here.
rip
like,
it,
for,
rip
for,
it, rip
for
it.
the
What
bag.
answer did
So
you
like,
get?
so it
If we have
says
to
the
scroll beyond the AI, do it.
okay. Like so, the brief history of a handbag, or no, I don't even know. I'm just trying to find stuff here.
Hit us with something. I don't know.
The bags were invented around 800 AD. The first chip was invented in
Oh.
1853. So, sorry to
That doesn't work then.
ruin your fun.
Now there's something out there. Hey, if you got this far in the show, go look it up and put it in the comments so that I know what it is. Because I swear there's something funny like that. But, which reminds me,
Hands
okay.
exist. They probably like
If
had
y-
the cereal in their hand, and then they poured the milk.
That's what I like.
and
Yeah. They were like, quick before it seeps through the cracks of your hands.
Have you ever done that as a kid where you're like, oh, I don't have any bowls, so then you eat the cereal and then you just drink the milk or something? I've done that.
Hopefully my family didn't make it this far in the podcast. I probably did.
Why would that be a bad thing?
Because you're drinking out. Oh, I guess I was drinking out of the jug, not the glass. Were you just taking out of the glass?
Yeah, out of the
Actually, I
glass.
don't even know if I would have done that because I think I would have just used the glass.
Mm.
I've done that a couple times.
Yeah, using a glass or something.
I feel like I wouldn't put it past me though to do something dumb, where like you'd have food in your mouth like cereal and then
Yeah.
drink from the gallon. I wouldn't put that beyond me. I probably did that, but I can't think of a scenario where I would have done that.
Are you a cereal first or a milk first?
cereal?
Okay.
I'm not a monster.
Good. I'm glad to
Alex?
hear that.
Cereal
Okay.
first.
Okay, good. We're all same.
We're all normal.
We're all normal. I don't understand the like if the philosophy is you pour milk first, so then the cereal doesn't get soggy. That means you're eating cereal too slow.
That's facts. Or just like make less cereal.
That's true.
because you just pour it twice. But
Are you-
also,
yeah.
when you do the cereal, it doesn't sink to the bottom. So if you have
It
the
floats on
cereal
top,
on
yeah.
first, then when you pour the milk in, the milk rises above the cereal, right? Because the cereal is heavy enough.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
it's the other way around, the cereal is not heavy enough. It doesn't go down. So then you just have a massive bowl of milk with like this much cereal on top before it starts overflowing.
That's true.
I don't know. Pretty crazy out there.
It is crazy.
But are you a skim milk or a whole milk kind of guy?
I am lactose intolerant. No, I'm just
Mm.
kidding.
See, like,
Actually, no. I found that
oh, you
I have-
like almond milk? No, I'm just kidding.
no, I can't have nuts because I'm
Oh, yeah.
allergic.
Allergic to them nuts.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You're allergic.
That's all.
Why'd you look at me like that?
I didn't do anything. I'm drinking water from
Oh.
my glass.
From your
Yep.
okay. No, 2%. 2%.
2%. Yeah, I'm a 2% guy.
2%.
So you'd probably be whole milk over skim milk.
Yeah, whole milk for sure.
Alex, what about you?
I'm lactose intolerant, like legitimately.
Damn. Wait, so what milk do you get? Or do you just not drink milk?
No, it's like almond milk. Yeah.
I'm
Almond milk is too sweet for me.
Yeah, it's got a little.
Also,
bit.
how are they getting milk from an almond? I'm just throwing it out there. Like, yeah, I can understand maybe, but like, bro, how many nuts do they have to crush to get the damn milk out? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They got like some, and who figured that out? Who was the guy that sat in the jungle somewhere picking almonds off the tree and was like, if I mash this one nut 1,000,000 times, we'll get liquid out of it.
No. I'll do you one better. Who got the milk from the cow first?
Yeah, honestly, that doesn't surprise me. Humans do weird shit, but like that's not time consuming though. Think one pull, boom, they figured it out. The guy crushing that single nut to try to get one drop of milk out of it, like something's going on, you know?
hang on. You can't with the milk thing. You know, cows have babies, and the babies are obviously gonna be
Yeah,
getting
true.
milk, and then the humans are gonna be like, I wonder if I could also use that too.
That's true. I could see that.
Speaking of like things that humans could use too, did you know the yo-yo was a hunting tool? Was a hunting weapon?
Yeah,
Speaking
did
of,
they
like-
just go like that and they'd fling?
You'd like throw it or something.
Throw
I
it.
don't know. Yeah, it's
Like a sling almost.
something like that. Yeah. I did a research thing in 6th grade, like looking up things about the Philippines because I'm Filipino.
Yeah, Josh was like, I want to know where the yo-yo master is, but the yo-yo master just kept on yoing.
Yo-yoed out here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, but
What else was invented in the Philippines besides karaoke and the yo-yo?
that's really the like two significant things.
That's the Philippines'
Yeah, that's
walk to fame.
yeah.
Is the yo-yo, and karaoke.
Those are the really important things. But like that's where it's like, how did the yo-yo become go from being a hunting weapon to now being a form of entertainment? Where now you walk the dog. How imagine back then yo-yo hunters just being like present now.
Yeah,
and
the
then
yo-yo
say-
hunters are like walking through the woods and they're like looking around like with their yo-yo ready to go. And then like we get a guy from the 21st century just going like, woo, all behind the back
Yeah.
and doing some like, and then the hunter's
Here's
like
the
looking
Eiffel
over. He's like looking over. He's like, shh, quiet.
Yo is rotating too fast for the prey.
Look at that flick of this. Woo. Yeah.
Your Eiffel Tower.
So I'm assuming you went through a yo-yo phase then.
No.
I went through a yo-yo phase.
Did you?
Yep. I got to the point where I could do the like down, let it sit, come back up.
Okay, yeah. I went through that, but I couldn't do any more than that.
Yeah. What about you, Alex? You were in a yo-yo phase?
Nope.
No,
sir.
yo-yo phase.
Nope.
I think the
I
reason
mean, I can't
why,
blame people for that, but
I had a yo-yo phase or just like a magic phase because I really liked these like two clowns.
okay.
Their names were Miller and Mike. They're like performers. They like go around and perform and whatnot. And I was really like, poster. But it like really like, oh, that's really fun. That's really cool what they do. And like they would have like a kid in the middle of them. And they would juggle like bowling pins.
Okay,
So they
yeah,
would
yeah.
juggle it and then they would throw it like right in
Yeah,
front
yeah, yeah, yeah.
behind the kid,
And
so
then they
the
brought
kid-
out the knives.
No,
and then
no,
they-
no.
And then there was an accident, and then it was the end of their act, probably.
No, they're still around actually, which is crazy.
You know what's funny? You saying that reminds me of these two guys. Couldn't tell you their names. I just remember going to one of their shows. I think it was like a school event. They came to our city. And one of their songs was was the Zoom Golly Golly. So you just would go like this. It would be all these kids, like early 2000s, all of us kids would just be like, Zoom Golly Golly Golly, Zoom Golly Golly, Zoom Golly Golly Golly, Zoom Golly Golly. And then there'd be a refrain. But I just remember that motion. And I had that motion, so.
Do you ever look it up what it was? Like what that
I
was
tried
about?
to look it up, and I was unsuccessful, so I'm not going to make Alex try to look it up.
When did
Thank you.
But hang on, were you looking this up as a kid or
No, recently. Not recently, but like within the last 2 years, I think I've definitely been like where you like wake up and you had a dream or something like that, or like something that brought you back, and you're like, I wonder.
Oh, like the lamp or something, or like.
But they were just like they played the guitar and like they did a ton of stuff, and like
Gotcha.
I just remember. Like we practiced it for like choir or something like that, and then they happened to be in our city, which is probably why we did it for choir, and then we watched them perform it because they brought kids up on stage. I was in the nosebleeds, so I didn't get on stage, but that was my
Yikes.
origin story. So now I'm gonna be a professional actor, so I'll never be not on that stage. No. All right, cool. Well,
I think we're gonna.
hey, how long has this podcast been going?
Well, we got 58 minutes on the recording right now, but that we started like I think like 10 minutes
That's
before.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, that's good. That's good. That's a good episode. I liked it. We went through a lot of topics. We had some good. Some
I gotta work on my British, mate.
a little bit.
I gotta drink more bottled water.
You will find me at the. Nah, I got nothing. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching this episode of the Jordan Whitrock Show. I hope you guys all do amazing things. Until we see each other again. Hey, I gotta get better at these closing and openings of this show. Damn. All right. Cool. Peace.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.